Hello, I'm Chris Bonello, author of the Underdogs series. And wow, it's been an incredible ride so far. This neurodiverse dystopia series about action heroes from a special school has ballooned into some kind of worldwide success that I barely dare to hope for. The first novel had endorsements from Michael Grant and Steve Silverman, had 2 print runs from the publisher sold out, and an audiobook made by the UK's largest audiobook producer. And then the second book came along this year and was even more well received than the first, even receiving a positive review from The Guardian. Now, in case things haven't got exciting enough, it's time for Book 3. Before I go into the specifics of Underdogs Acceleration, here's a quick summary of the series for those who haven't heard of it. Underdogs tells the story of a small group of freedom fighters who are trying to free the British population, who are imprisoned in giant walled citadels under the guard of millions of cloned soldiers. The only survivors in the abandoned countryside are the Underdogs, who are mostly teenagers who escaped an attack on Oakenfold Special School. They are Britain's last line of defence and must play to their strengths in a world that has always defined them by their weaknesses. Links to where you can find the first 2 books are below. Now, in the third and penultimate book, the war is entering its final stages. Not just because of the failing strength of the Underdogs, who have fought alone for the last 13 months, but because archvillain Nicholas Grant is steamrolling forwards. His plans for Great Britain and the wider world are being sped up through the horrors of military science, and it starts with engineering the biggest one-day bloodbath in history. At the same time, Oliver Roth has been sent out of New London with a single objective: do not return home until you have found and destroyed Spitfire's rise. Following the events of Tooth and Nail, the stage is set for the dilemma of his lifetime. The stakes are high, the mood is desperate, the heroes are afraid, their home is in danger, and the war is about to reach its climax. And the ending to this third book sets up perfectly the forthcoming grand finale. As always, this book is written for teenagers and for adults, and is suitable for everyone regardless of how much or how little you know about neurodiversity, special needs or disability. The target audience for Underdogs has always been those who want intense action, filled with characters that you can cheer on and love. For those who haven't supported a book on Unbound before, they take a modern, people-based approach to publishing. Pre-ordering a copy of Underdogs 3 means you're funding the professional editing, typesetting, proofreading, cover art and so on, and the more successful this campaign is, the more polished the result will be. And of course, there are other rewards available for your support, not least getting your name or a loved one's name printed in the novel. All the rewards available for pre-ordering can be found below, and further information can be found under the Project Synopsis tab. Thanks very much for watching, and if you do pre-order a copy of Underdogs Acceleration, I hope you love the finished book.